or are lawmakers just overreacting? Dan King, senior contributor to Young Voices, our go-to when it comes to privacy concerns, and he's up late with me live on the Final Five. Welcome back to the show, Dan.
Thanks for having me, Jim.
Let's get it out of the way first. You terrify me as an old man. I was surprised when you, of all people, the guy that we bring on when we talk about face scanners and all that technology, you posted a picture of yourself on Twitter, and we're showing it to people at home. First of all, what is in that spray bottle?
Well, that's a classic Dan's Cafe drink.
The spot, not the place over in Adams Morgan, right?
The exact place.
Okay.
And as I would say, do as I say, not as I do when it comes to this type of stuff, Jim.
So there has been so much talk about the fact that you have a Russian company that's behind this. And by the way, the app has been out for a while. I mean, I don't know what triggered this sudden wave of people posting it, but let's talk about it. The company says they're deleting the photos, but when you go through the terms and conditions, which nobody does, we know that, you're basically granting your image to this company in perpetuity.
Yeah, and even for terms and condition standards, this is a lot of legalese and legal jargon that nobody's going to understand. Basically, what it says is as soon as you upload a photo to their server, they own it. Mm-hmm. They own all of the rights to it. They can do whatever they want with it. Now, the company's owner says that they only use it for the intended purposes of making you look old, making you look young, adding a smile, glasses, whatever it may be. But if that's truly the case, then why don't their terms and services expressly spell out that that is the only use for these photos?
It isn't, though, I don't want to say it's boilerplate, but there are so many other apps out there that when you take a picture, when you upload something to it, you're kind of granting them the same license to do it. And there's been talk that, you know, Facebook runs on similar principles, not necessarily the same thing. Is that true?
One of the biggest concerns here from a privacy standpoint is that because the AI they're using to process these photos is so sophisticated, they can't process them just on your phone. It has to be uploaded to their server. Now, concerns were raised that possibly their servers are hosted in Russia because that's where the company is based. That's where their research and development team is. Mm-hmm. But the company's owners say that the servers are not in Russia. They are outside of Russia. But that there's still that possibility that your photos are being shared because, like I said in the onset, the legalese in the contract is so just up in the air as to what they can actually do with it.
So Dan, I know that the Democratic National Committee basically told all the 2020 candidates, delete the app. They talk about Russia. Chuck Schumer put out a video tonight where it's like your grandfather, you know, telling you, you know, stay off the app. You know, we talk so much about Russia cyber aggression, which is absolutely legitimate. Is FaceApp, based on what we know so far, part of that?
I would say no, based on what we know so far, but there's reason to suspect it could be. Now, it's also funny to me that the DNC is just telling staffers to delete the app. That doesn't actually do anything. You have to go into the app and you have to send an email through the app to the company with the word privacy in the subject line if you want them to delete data. Just deleting the app doesn't actually do anything.
So there you go. I mean, I like when we get to matters of technology and then you have bureaucrats, you have politicians telling us what we should do and what we should know, because in the grand scheme of things, Dan, you know, we all should be doing a better job of knowing what we put out there and who's getting our information. We may not know everything and where it's going, but at least we need to be more vigilant about it.
Yeah, we definitely need to be more vigilant, and I don't know that I would take my technology advice from Chuck Schumer.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing old man Dan